Hello, and welcome to another episode of Douglasville Impact. We have a great show coming before you today. Another great week and a lot of stuff going on news-wise and events coming up and a great special guest. So let's go ahead and meet everybody we got at the table. Joining us again this week is Ms. Allison Parker.
Hello.
Ms. Tiffany Wallace.
Hi, everyone.
And joining us in our fourth seat this week is Miss Connor Burke. Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk with Connor and see what she's got going on with Keep Douglasville Beautiful and everything. So a lot of stuff going on in the city, though. So we're going to cover some news events that's been going on. Allison's going to tell us all about those, right?
Absolutely.
What's happening?
I'm going to start with Gravity Games, which was this past weekend. So thanks to everyone who came out to support the Google Gravity Games. It was a great time. Everyone enjoyed the Science Street, which had a lot of activities.
Fun.
They were building robotics.
They were doing cool stuff over
They
at
were
Science
doing
Street.
so many great things on Science Street. And we obviously want to mention the winners for this year. And these are just the schools and students who took home first place medals, which we have to mention the awards. The awards were made out of
I love the
Legos.
trophies. They were awesome.
Super cool. The trophies made out of
Yeah.
Legos. So, I mean, the students saw those and they were just like, whoa. So
I saw them and I was like, well, I love Legos. So,
yes,
I mean,
very great idea. So congratulations to Yeager Middle School, Brighton Academy, who took home a few trophies, and Douglas County High School. But we obviously want to thank everyone for participating. It was a great time
turnout.
and an awesome way to bring our city together.
every elementary school was involved this year.
Yes,
Everyone,
wow.
and I think that's what Superintendent North said in his opening remarks. Every elementary school in the county had
That's
a
awesome.
represented car. And then a lot of cars from way out. We had Athens represented
Yep.
and some different places. So it's not just here. It was a big event.
Yeah.
It was a great turnout, though.
Great time to really focus on STEM activities. So that was
yeah.
really, really great. So
Yeah.
thanks so much, Google, for that, and Georgia Tech, because it was sponsored by
Google,
both.
Georgia Tech,
And City of Douglasville.
Douglasville.
Shameless plug. So as we all know, for the month of, November 11th, we celebrate Veterans Day. However, on social media, we want to celebrate and spotlight veterans all month long. So if you or anyone you know has served served our country, we'd ask that you send us a photo along with some information to service@douglasvillegeorgia.gov, and we will recognize you on our Facebook page. And with that, we will be closed on Veterans Day, which is November 11th, and any residential customers who are usually serviced through their collection day is Monday. Those services will pick back up on Tuesday, November 12th. So that's that. Light the World in Teal is coming up. So November 7th is Light the World in Teal Day to help the Alzheimer's Foundation raise awareness and support for those living with Alzheimer's disease. And so if you happen to be in downtown Douglasville on November 7th, be sure to take a look at our fountain. It will be a nice little special teal color.
right.
So take a photo, and if you want more information on how you can support, you can visit our website, which is douglasvillegeorgia.gov. And last but not least, we would like to say congratulations to Councilman Watts. He is the returning Ward 4 council member. He will join our mayor, Rochelle Robinson, and then our Ward 2 Post 2 Councilman, Mark Adams, both who had no opponents. And then we will be welcoming a new council member for Ward 5, and his name is Howard Estes. So we look forward to welcoming our semi-new council in the beginning of January 2020. So
Yeah, all good.
that's
Excellent.
all I got.
That's all good news stuff.
Yes,
That's
all great news.
Very neat stuff going
Absolutely.
on. Lots of stuff. So you can always find more information about any of those things on the website, douglasvillega.gov.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, Allison.
My
And let's talk about a few of the events we still got coming up. The year's not quite over yet,
No,
right?
Not quite.
Got a couple more things happening. So what's coming up soon?
Great. So we'll just get right into it. So we have Hunter's Harvest. That's the fall festival, if you will. It's an arts and crafts show, and that will be at Hunter Memorial Park, November 16th from 12 to 3 p.m. It was rescheduled from October last month. There was a rain out.
Rain date.
So we're back at it on the 16th. So it'll be, your typical fall festival. They'll have arts and crafters from all over the metro area and West Georgia as well, and then kids inflatables area, kids zone. That will be $5, and children 3 and under can play in the kids zone for free. But however, the event is free to the public. It's just the kids zone that is a $5 fee for the wristbands and whatnot.
They usually have a pretty good number of vendors out there too, with arts and craft vendors and stuff. So that's a good one to come out to.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So that's Hunter's Harvest Fall Festival and Arts and Crafts Show, November 16th at Hunter Park, 12 to 3 p.m. And then we have the Miracle on Main Street Christmas Parade and celebration.
It's Christmas time.
Yes, tis the season. Tis the season. So that is December 6th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And that will be throughout the downtown. So that will run parade will run from Church Street to Fairburn Road to Club Drive. So our typical parade route, what we use for July 4th and everything else. Only it will be Christmas themed.
It'll be Christmas. It's at night, so the floats are lit up with the lights and stuff. It's really cool. It's a really cool parade.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lighted nighttime parade and then all kinds of other stuff going on as well.
Right, absolutely. So 5:30, the parade lineup on Church Street in front of Ace Hardware. So make sure you're on time for that. Please, it's important. And 6:30, the parade begins. And then after the parade, we'll have entertainment as well and the tree lighting ceremony. The entertainment after the tree lighting ceremony. So it'll be a fun time for everyone. And if you're interested in still participating, the information is up on the website. Our website is douglasvillega.gov, and you can go and check out the map. And you can also download your parade registration packet. And I do believe the parade entry fee is $45. So, and there's still time.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes. So, and the deadline for the form and entry fee is November 22nd at 5 p.m. So don't wait until the last minute, please.
Get your spot now.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Tis the season, but it's also the season to be timely. So let's make that happen. Okay. And also trophy winners will be announced on Monday, December 9th. So, if you're interested, give it all you've got because there's something in it for you.
And Santa will be there that night, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So
Santa
you'll have your
Mrs. Claus,
opportunity to get some photos with Santa. You can come out and get a Santa picture, and we'll free photos with Santa.
Yeah,
There you go.
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a fun
It's
time.
always fun.
Fun
The
time.
reindeer, we got live reindeer that come.
Oh, that's so
Really?
exciting.
Yeah, Santa brings his reindeer. How do you think he gets there?
I don't know what I was thinking. How else would he get here?
So yes,
I know.
He doesn't have the full sleigh, so he just brings a couple and they fly in,
It makes sense.
Yeah.
right.
So
And you can always track Santa on NORAD.
That's right.
When the time comes, it's a thing.
that's
It's
right.
totally a
That's
thing.
always fun.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So on the 7th, December 7th, Breakfast with Santa will be at Hunter Park, the community center, otherwise known as Ike Owings Community Center. And that will be, again, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you can register online for that. I do believe it's $8. And you can go on our website, douglasvillega.gov, to register. You can also register from the link on our Facebook event as well. So 2 ways you can find that. And it'll be fun. You'll get to meet Santa. The kiddies will. They'll have, like breakfast. It'll be fun. And it's only 2 hours. So just in time for nap time. So no meltdowns. We're making it good for the parents.
That's a fun one. So Santa sticks
Yes.
around after the parade, comes back the next morning for the breakfast. So that one is a ticketed event.
It is.
And it does sell out.
It is.
That
It
one's
does.
popular, so that's one you want to go.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, register, get your ticket for that one
Absolutely.
because it will fill up and they'll run out of tickets because it's super popular.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint the children.
No, it's a really awesome event.
Again, tis
Yeah.
the season for love and also to be timely. But everything you can register for all of these events at our website, and also you can link to them from our Facebook events on our Facebook page. So
Yeah,
that's it.
always plenty of stuff going on, and it's that just fun season. The weather's gotten cold now,
Yes.
so it's awesome. It's officially Christmas in my book. I love
Same
Thanksgiving
here.
and all. Thanksgiving is good for the food and all, but as soon as the pumpkins come down for Halloween, it's Christmas time.
November 1st for me is Christmas.
Wow.
I've been wondering when we're going to start playing Christmas music.
Yeah, I'm still in
haven't
harvest
eaten yet. I'm not ready
season.
for
Right. I'm like, where are all the
Christmas.
pumpkins? It's still harvest time. Don't
Where are the
put them
Christmas
away after
decorations?
Halloween. Come on.
My wife has like the Halloween decorations, and she has totally different Thanksgiving decorations that are the harvest ones. So we can't jump right into Christmas. I would be totally
Right.
fine with putting the tree up.
I mean, there's a
But
whole
she's got
month.
I've got a whole set of harvesty Thanksgiving type decorations
Oh
that's
my
got to go up now.
Yeah, you have
and then
to-
after Thanksgiving we're gonna put the tree up.
You have to dedicate the whole month. So, September to October is Halloween because, Halloween is moved up a month. So, so then November and then
I'm
just
happy
give
to
it until
give thanks,
Thanksgiving.
and I'm happy to recognize Thanksgiving. I just love all the Christmas stuff.
Indeed.
It's my favorite time of the year. So.
Yes. Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
So you may hear Christmas music already coming out of my office. Sorry.
The songs are better for Christmas. That's the issue. There's
Yeah.
no Thanksgiving songs.
There you go.
There are whole
No.
channels dedicated
No.
to it, because Hallmark has the 24 hours of Christmas
Oh, yeah.
overload,
I know.
which my mother has on repeat. I'm like, Mom, really?
It's an exciting time, I'm telling
It's
you.
like, Mom, the Hallmark channel. I'm like, okay.
It's always the Hallmark
I
channel
know,
that'll get you.
I'm like, we have Netflix, right?
She's like, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's all the same, but it's good. So it's that time of year. So that's all of our holiday stuff. We got a lot of those coming up, but it's a great time of year for
Yes.
the events. And the Christmas parade and breakfast with Santa are both great events and stuff. So come downtown and hang out with us. We got fun stuff going on. So thanks, Tiffany. So, let's move on and let's officially meet our guest today in our fourth chair. So Ms. Connor Burke
Yes.
is currently working with our Keep Douglasville Beautiful program, but you are with Americorps, so you're the Americorps VISTA person working with
Yes.
Keep Douglasville Beautiful right now.
That
So
is me.
explain that a little bit to us. Explain Americorps and how you kind of tie in and how we're doing all that stuff right now first.
Okay. So Americorps, there's a lot of different things about it. It's basically the Peace Corps, but for the United States. It was actually created off of the Peace Corps. So that's the best way I can explain it to anybody that
Yep.
doesn't know what it is. It's a lot going on with it. But I'm a VISTA, so I'm basically like a human grant given to a nonprofit organization. So I'm
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That is great.
We've
way to
applied
put
for
it.
one Connor,
yeah.
and we got it.
Yeah. Please and thank you.
But yeah, so I'm here with Keep Douglasville Beautiful. Keep America Beautiful is the it's the host organization,
Right.
and so they applied for the Americorps grant, and we got it. And so I'm here, and I'm creating community gardens in the Douglasville area to alleviate food deserts and help people get better access to healthy foods and things like that.
Awesome. So that's your focus while you're here with us in the city.
Yes,
How long is the Connor grant?
I will be here until August 17th of 2020, but they get the grant for 3 years. And so technically, if they like me enough, they could keep me on, or I could stay on for another 2 years. But I think I don't know what my plans are in life yet, so I'm figuring it out as I go. But
Aren't we all?
I know,
Right.
right? I'm taking it year by year at this point.
You're good. I'm day by day.
Yeah. So
You're
they're
in
gonna
good company. It's fine.
yeah. They're going to get another person, another Americorps VISTA, to come and replace me. That's the ideal situation.
Yeah.
And and then they're going to take over what I've been doing and hopefully be able to do it and keep it going and up until we no longer get an Americorps VISTA.
Gotcha. Awesome. So you're plugging in directly with KDB, and so you're focusing on community gardens. So tell us a little bit about that program and what you guys are doing then.
We are trying to find the neighborhoods that have the most need and want for community gardens. So it's not going to be a traditional community garden. It's more a demo garden in explanation. We're going to have me, the VISTA, since I'm here only for that purpose. I'm going to be managing, building, organizing the whole community garden, and hopefully, ideally, we're going to have the neighbors of that community where it's placed to come out and help me. And that way, once I leave and the new VISTA comes in, they can be able to help that person.
Right.
And or when they leave, if we don't get another VISTA, the neighbors can make sure that they maintain the garden and keep it as a community neighborhood type of thing. And
Yeah.
it's not, we don't have to make it a plot owned thing because we just
Yeah.
it's kind of different. It's not necessarily directly helping the community and feeding them, like that's the goal.
Right.
We really want to help the people in the surrounding areas, and the Mill Village area has a whole bunch of really good opportunities to help people. So I didn't know about it until we talked to all the neighbors. So
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be good when it gets going.
Yeah, and I don't think you'll have a problem finding the community volunteers and stuff because the community is super engaged and stuff, and we're always impressed with the number of people that come out and get involved and things like that. So,
Yeah.
So you mentioned you've been officially approved for the first one to go in the Mill Village Park area.
So
Or where
over in
exactly?
the Mill Village neighborhood,
Okay.
it was originally going to be in the part of the new renovation to the park over there,
Right.
but instead of that, because we're not sure on the timeline of that, we want to get it going
Yeah,
beginning of
yeah.
this coming year. So we're going to do it. There is a empty lot that the city owns at the corner of Johnson and Cortlandt Street, and we are going to turn that into the community garden area. There's already a compost bin over there, so if you want to slide by and look at that, I built it. Well, me and someone else built it, Randy, and it looks pretty good. We're putting compost in there right now, getting that ready for when the beds do get put in a couple months. We're going to have that compost ready to put into the beds so it can help make the produce really good. But it's going to be the corner of Cortlandt and Johnson, and it's just an empty lot that was deemed unbuildable because it has sewer lines underneath it. So there's really nothing else you can do with it. So
it's perfect then.
Yeah, it really is. So.
Okay, and that'll be awesome. So your original one is going to be there.
Yes.
And you'll be partnering with the community. So that's kind of our pilot garden.
Yes,
And
that is.
like I said, we know the question's going to come. I want one in my neighborhood because this one focuses on that Mill Village neighborhood. So this is our pilot to figure out how it's going to work and how everything's going to go, and how the best structure, and then we can look at other possible areas of the city. Are you guys already looking at possible options where the city has land options and things like that?
When we first came in, there was a handful of sites that we were looking at, deciding what would be the best area, and we ended up picking Mill Village for multiple reasons, and one of them was just like the convenience and the
it's right here.
Yeah, it's right there, and there's really good feedback in that neighborhood. But the good thing is a lot of other people can come and help out. We're going to try and partner with schools and make it more of an educational thing. So if schools were wanting to come and do like a field trip day or anything like that to learn about the community garden, and we're actually going to place a food forest on the property also. So that is a really good educational opportunity for people that don't really understand food forests and the kind of harmony that they create within natural environments. So I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for educational purposes too, not just for the community. And like I said, anybody that comes and volunteers, you're more than welcome to take some produce along home with you. You know, you're helping out for free. You might as well get something out of it and cook something good too.
Right, absolutely. So it'll be an outdoor classroom as well at some point in time. Awesome. Now, the volunteers, where would they go to sign up? Would that be directly through you?
Yes, we're talking about it now, designating work days.
Okay.
So we haven't quite figured out the logistics with it, but we're thinking of doing work days that the public can come out and actually specifically deal with all that. So yeah, we're gonna have, hopefully, eventually we're gonna get a social media branch for the community garden so that we can send people directly to that to sign up. And we're also looking into putting just like physical logs on the property so someone can just come in and write, so we can track how many people, how many visitors, how many volunteers, things like that, just for purposes.
That would be cool. Any plans to sell the surplus produce and whatnot? Maybe an on-site like little farmer's market stand or whatnot in the future?
So
the segues.
So we're kind of just debating the whole selling the own produce that's going to be built or grown at the garden, but we are looking into a farmer's market specifically for the Douglasville, planted in the Douglasville area, and not necessarily that the produce at the garden would be sold there, but we are looking into getting local vendors coming out. We've already partnered and talked to some of the local farmers. We've got them on board.
Nice.
So we have a first start date. It's going to be April 14th as of now, Tuesday evenings. So after work, just slide by, go to the farmer's market, pick up some produce. It's going to be really good, hopefully. And it seems like there's a really big want for a farmer's market in this area. There was one at one point.
We did have one that was running Main Street, kind of helped coordinate one for a little while.
Something happened with it. It just didn't stay. So we're hoping to get this one and build it sustainable so that it can stay past, the people that are running it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the location. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So, and then the organization that is spearheading the farmers market is the Live Healthy Douglas, right?
Yes, it's Keep Douglasville Beautiful in partnership with Live Healthy Douglas. It's a collaboration organization. We're just trying to get as many things done together.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Indeed. And has the location been identified yet?
Yes. Right now, almost positive we decided on the name of it. It's going to be Church Street Market.
Okay.
Yes, and it's going to be in the parking lot of the old police department where our offices are.
Oh, very
So
fun.
that parking lot's going to be
Okay.
cleared out. Yeah, it's going to be really great. And it's also going to be in partnership with the county because that parking lot is county property.
Yeah, there's half that's the
Yeah,
city
like the
and then
building's
half
the
is
city, the
county
parking
and
lot's the
stuff.
county.
So yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
confusing
right.
spot.
So
No,
we got
not
a lot of
confusing at all.
people coming in to help and get this going. So it's
Yeah.
not just Live Healthy Douglas or Keep Douglasville Beautiful. There's so many other people making sure that this is going to happen and this is going to work. So
Excellent.
So Tuesday nights, tentative time? What time?
Either 3 to 7 or 4 to 7. We're still wiggling with that because setup and takedown times. But
Yep.
we're thinking that we're debating some days. We got some feedback on some surveys of what days most people would like it. There's a lot of farmers markets on the weekends right now.
Yes, there are.
But it just seems like that's a lot of competition. And, if we want to be able to help people within the area, it might be easier to just get them on their way home. And
Sure.
I don't know about you, but I do not want to grocery shop on Mondays. That's
Right.
the opposite of what I want to do. I just want
Agreed.
to go home and just deal with the fact that I just started work and got off. the weekend.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday comes
Yes.
around, I'm more
You're a
than
little bit
welcome.
better.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like I've
It's
accepted the
time.
fact that it's time
It's a new
It's a
work
week.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're thinking Tuesdays are going to be the best for people to actually come out and buy produce and just have an event. We're hopefully going to get some live music, just make it a whole thing, not just a farmer's market, but there's going to be produce, craft vendors, jam vendors, things like that, live
That's gonna be
music.
great.
Kids are going to be
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to it. I love farmers markets. Any weekend, Chan will text me and she's like, "Are you at the farmers market? Can you pick me something up?" Don't worry.
I got
Absolutely.
you covered.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That is very exciting.
Absolutely, that'll be cool. So we got community gardens coming, farmers market in the works. So that's awesome, and just general, and that's your main focus, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is my main
That's
focus.
that's all you're kind of honed in on, and then all the other stuff that Keep Douglasville Beautiful is always doing. So they've got a bunch of other programs that Chan
They have a
Weeks. We talk
lot.
with Chan a lot that they're always doing for beautification and things like that.
Yeah.
So this is in addition to all that other stuff,
Yeah.
which is why we had to get a Connor grant.
Yeah. Americorps' duty or the mission for Americorps is to alleviate poverty within the nation. And so I am here to do basically anything that can
Yeah.
alleviate poverty in
Really
the
focused on
Douglasville
that.
area. Yeah. So
We appreciate
Awesome.
you.
thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to
Awesome
it.
things going. And so if you want to find out more about any of those projects, we'll have more information on the website, douglasvillega.gov. You can follow our Facebook page. And you can follow the Keep Douglasville Beautiful Facebook group, which will probably have more specific information on
Yeah.
these projects as they go along.
Absolutely.
Right? Awesome. Well, that's all good stuff. Thanks, Connor, for coming in and
Yeah.
telling us about all the
No
stuff. And thanks for
problem.
being Americorps and volunteering. And I mean, it's a great thing, So
Yeah,
just
I'm
thanks for
enjoying
all
it.
that you're doing.
It's a great
For
way
your
to come out
human
of
grant.
college and help.
Absolutely. Good deal.
That's
Good
awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us at the table.
You're welcome.
Thanks
pleasure.
again, Connor. And thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time on Douglasville Impact.